and then you could go ahead and all right, we let.
Okay.
Oh,
Hold on,
we are
wait.
live. Welcome to
Oh,
another episode of Boss Talk with Harlem's own BossedUp Staxx in the building live at 5 every Tuesday. We got a double dose today. We got a special guest in the building, so y'all get two doses for the price of one today with Bossed Up Boss Talk today. So it's about to go live. Without any further ado, let's welcome to the microphone and to the platform for the first show of the day, BossedUp Staxx.
Yo, what up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, man? It's yours truly. But this show is not about me today. It's about the young, talented, and beautiful Royal Kia. Introduce yourself, Queen.
oh, well, as usual, as you see, I am the queen, but I'm Dynasty and I own the business Royal Baskets, and I'm also the manager of my daughter's business, which is called Cotton's Glow.
Okay, describe your business first.
Okay, well, my business consists of many things. I make hand whipped shea butter, body butter, cocoa butter, and mango butter. I also make soaps. I make lip balm. I make shower gel for male and female. Um, and anything else I could really just, oh, I also make hand sanitizer and I sew masks. Because as you see, we're going through a crisis.
Oh, I'm too beautiful to cover my face.
So am I, but I have to, and you have to also.
Nah, I don't know about all that. What made you what made you decide to get into a business such um as the one that
As
you just
what I
described?
do. Well, it wasn't initially my idea. At the time, it was my spouse's idea. He was incarcerated and things like that. And when you're in there, you have a lot of inmates that don't have the finances to really send their loved ones any kind of good things, when the holidays come around or just because. And, I was basically supposed to be a vendor for all the facilities within New York State. And I started off mediocre. I was thinking about purchasing things and just putting it in a basket and delivering it to, the inmate's family and things like that. But then as time went on, I was like, nah, I got to do something bigger and better that I know I'm going to like and other people's going to like. I didn't want to be the same, Bath and Body or the same Victoria's Secret. I just had to do something different and make sure I put my name on it and it has everything that I want.
Okay. So you said your spouse is no longer your spouse. How you doing, King? Everything good?
Yeah, he's not. He's just no longer in the picture.
Okay. So when you say New York State correctional facilities, um what are some of the jails that you help like receive different packages, so to speak?
Well, I was sending my flyers to mostly all the max facilities, because the people that's within the mediums and the mediums, because there's no more minimums at this point, but all the people that's in those, they're basically about to come home. They move down closer. I'm also wanted to reach out to the people that were sitting on real time that really, they miss their kids and they miss their families and families that couldn't get up there to actually go visit them. I was just one of the fortunate ones during the time that I was with him. I was able to go visit him on a daily basis. You hear the stories, you meet all the people, and sometimes a phone call costs too much. Sometimes a visit costs too much, the prison rides and things like that. So I would basically deal with like Clinton, Attica, Elmira, excuse me. Those were mostly the biggest prisons I would really deal with because they have the most people in there. So I wanted to do more for the families that really couldn't get up there and to the inmates that couldn't actually afford to send money or, whatever the situation that they were going through. I wanted to be the one, the middleman, the not charge you outrageous prices for a teddy bear. I'm not going to charge you $25. I might charge you five. things like that. I always want to make sure the prices is reasonable for everybody because you don't know what everybody's situation is.
Okay. So, those particular jails that you mentioned were the jails that your ex was in at the particular time, so it made it easier to reach
Um,
out.
well, actually, at the time when I started the business, he was on his way home. So no, he wasn't in the max anymore. So, I still had the connections with the inmates that were in there. I was connected with some of the wives, the girlfriends, because like I said, I've met a couple of people along my journey of doing the time that he was doing. And, even to now, I still conversate with some of the women. I communicate with a lot of them.
Okay. Okay. So you said you have a soap business, right? Um,
Right.
so you just believe in keeping people clean.
I would think so. I think soap is to wash your ass with. So yes, I would.
you must you must have been around some funky motherfuckers in your time and say, you know what, man, I'm gonna make sure that we don't have to encounter this. I don't want to be smelling people all day long.
No, what's so funny about that? No, it wasn't even that. I mean, before I was driving up there, I would, because at the time I was living in Boston during most of his time. But when I was taking the buses down to the city and going up there, you'd be amazed on the type of women you sit up on that bus with for all them damn hours traveling up north. And then you have these, like I said, there's a lot of different situations. So I mean, listen, if I got extra bars of soap in my bag, like here, if you ain't gotta buy it in Walmart or buy it in the store, because once you get up to those prisons, your prices is sky high. So I mean, why not buy soap for me 2 for $5? Why not? And it's gonna last, and you're gonna smell great when you go on that visit to hug up on your man.
Right, right, right. See, I'm familiar with making visits and being visited. Um, I during the time in which I would go visit whoever I was going to visit at that time. Um, I used to go to upstate box a lot, and I remember the transformation period that a lot of you women had to endure. Y'all would get on the bus pretty much, and
Right.
which I would call your nightcap on the bus clothes, like sweatpants, and, you know what I'm saying, scarf, and then y'all go in
With
that
street
bathroom.
clothes,
Yeah, y'all
you
go in the
come out a
bathroom.
whole new model.
Cause I'm like, hold
Right.
on now, what's going on here?
Right. Because you
All
got to
right,
make sure when you step out right. Because when you going up there, I mean, I hate to say it, but that's a fashion show. That's a fashion statement. You got to make sure, like, you stepping out. It's like you going out with your man, but on the visiting floor. So I know when I did mine, listen, you never seen me in the same clothes every week. You just didn't.
okay.
That's just
So
me.
you was ripping the runway.
All the time. That's what I was doing.
You and your man at the time was y'all together before he did the bid?
No.
Oh, okay. Now I only ask that because I know in a lot of different situations. Um, Go ahead, go get her, cause you screaming. Ugh. I know in a lot of different situations, um, what happens is that a woman is strong enough to endure. Well, not strong enough because it doesn't take any high level of strength to do it. But
No, it does. It does.
they embrace they embrace the good times, and they know what a man is doing before the time, but they don't prepare themselves for the time. So it's like the first bit that I ever did, I was dating a girl, and I didn't even get no time. I remember being in the precinct. I'm like, hey, man, yeah, I'm not coming home this time. They not giving me no bail. Like it's over. And she was like, yeah, you right, it's over. I'm not doing no bid. But she accepted the apartments and the sneakers and everything that came with my lifestyle except the bid. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? So she
everybody's
was
not built
out.
for this. And that's one thing, like I said, with me moving forward with a lot of things in my life, like during the time while he was in there, we had another business. We were a pen pal service for guys that was in there that wanted to reach out to other people. So, we already had another outlet as far as the prison system. And, I can't say that failed because it didn't. It was just I was just doing. I had a lot going on at the time, so I really couldn't keep up with it. So I was just like, you know what, we'll put that on the back burner for right now. And so Royal Baskets came about, and I mean, Royal Baskets been
See you
up
later. I
for
love you. All
about
right. I'm
uh,
listening.
Royal Baskets been up for about going on 3 years, and we've made progress. You know what I mean? Like, we've made real progress since I've been back in New York. I've been doing events. I've met a lot of great people. Um, Now, this last time with everything going, I decided to, I guess, put my business on hold because, the state gave out the stimulus money. And I'm one of those parents, like, the kids' money is the kids' money. That's me. I don't know how everybody else giving it up, but that's how I'm giving it up. And my daughter decided to bring it to my attention. She wanted to do something, and I'm just like, listen, what do you want to do? We about to move. What do you want to do? Because you get kids that's like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, and really don't want to do a damn thing, but spend their money. So I was like, well, what do you want to do? She was like, I want to make something. I'm like, okay, well, what do you want to make? And she ran a lip gloss thing past me, and I'm like, my thing is, if you're gonna do it, don't half-ass it, because you're gonna invest in yourself. Like I told her, I said, this is what your money is. I gave you your budget. Do what it do. So we got the look in, we got everything situated, and now her business has probably been up maybe 3.5, maybe 4 weeks, and now she's about to be in a store like me out in PA. So, I mean, listen, and we're the first Black owned business in that store. 14 and already an entrepreneur, you can't ask for nothing better than that right now.
Okay. Hold on, man. I'm on my radio station. I'm on my radio station right now. I'm dead serious. I'm on my radio station or whatever. They can't even see you. You black as shit. You know what I'm saying? All right. So not only are you a queen, but you raising a princess, and you teaching her pretty much um how to pretty much blossom into being a business owner.
Yes.
Um, do you feel like it's imperative for parents to invest in their kid in such a way?
Well, my thing is this. My kids, some people will see, people that know me, and I mean, we talking 10, 20, 30 years. I've never been a slack on too many things. I mean, I might have had a lot of fuck ups, but I had one major fuck up that I feel was a fuck up for myself. And I had always told my kids, like, we would never go back to that type of situation. I don't care what I had to do, how I had to do it. If I had to work 2 jobs to make sure everybody was good, I'm gonna make sure everybody's good. My thing with my kids, I'm always going to invest in them. This is why I had my kids. I had my kids for me. I always wanted them to have a better life than I did. I don't never want the streets to raise my kids. I can't say the streets raised me, but I'm also street smart, book smart. However you want to look at it, you want to be from every end. And with my kids, I don't mind you being a little street smart, a little bit. I don't need you too much out there. And the way things is right now, her being an entrepreneur is working great. And I'm gonna be in within the next give or take month or two. My oldest son, he's about to get into photography and video, so we're gonna be down south, and he's gonna be doing his numbers. We're about to make him his own business owner. He's gonna go to college for it, so that's where I'm at with it. But yeah, we all supposed to invest in our kids.
That's that's dope. Make sure that you get in contact with my co-host when this is over. He's
Right.
down south already. He's in North
Okay.
Carolina, and he uh fluctuates between North Carolina, Atlanta, South Carolina, those regions. So he
Well, your
might be able
co-host,
to,
that's where I'm going. I'm going down there. I'll be
yeah,
down there real soon.
he might be able to help you or help your son with the video thing or whatever, because he's that guy or
Of
whatever.
course.
And my platform I don't know if you had the plan to ask, but I'll tell you. So my platform, right? Boss Talk. Not only is it's not just do the knowledge, right? It's also teach the knowledge, right?
Of
Um,
course.
it's I don't care what your business is. If you're a rapper, that's your business, right? Like your music is your business. This is what you plan on making money through. If you are selling baskets or whatever it is, that's your business. So for me, I deal with my people, which is African Americans or whatever, and I help them to promote their business or whatever.
Okay.
And I give people on my show when you get your interview done, I give people that may not know your reason behind doing the things that you do the opportunity to see you from a real life perspective as opposed to man, she just doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, or he, generally we as a people are our own worst critics, and we in our community we are the biggest haters amongst each other. Um, so
For no reason.
um, yeah, for no reason. But when a person actually gets to know your story, it kind of makes them want to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? It makes them want to support or whatever. And I just feel like that's important or whatever. I want us to be the new Black Wall Street. I know this to be true that Bentley was a $70,000 car when the first Bentley was sold, and word of mouth actually was a commercial. You've never seen the advertisement come from a physical commercial that you saw on TV when it came to Bentley. But now you can buy a Bentley for $1 million, right? So this is kind of a marketing strategy that I use for people that I choose to interview. Everybody
Right.
everybody don't make the show, and everybody don't get everybody don't. You can't stand me up, right, and be on my show after you stood me up because I'm not begging,
Right.
right? Like I look at it for real because I say a win for you is a win for me, right? Like we should win together at the end of the day.
Exactly.
I don't gain nothing. I don't gain anything from trying to help push you except that we network together. And when your business becomes big, you might want to come back on my show and be like, yo, you remember your first interview? You didn't even have these things to teach or say to the people or whatnot, right? So that's just where I'm at as far as why I have the show. I don't know if you ever watched, but I could send the link to you where my first interview was like a reinvention because you mentioned your ex boyfriend being incarcerated. So I did 4 years in prison for a crime that I didn't commit, and I
Right.
had to be I had to so to speak reinvent myself. Um,
Yep.
I was a gang member when I went in, came out not a gang member. You know what I'm saying? I was professing that I believed in God, but none of my actions showed it. Even though
Right.
I went to church, I still was a drug dealer. I was still, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I had to let go of those morals and principles to be able to reinvent myself and stand firm and tall on the things that I believe now. So now, when I meet a woman like yourself, or let's say I would have met your daughter or any other person of my color, I'm able to help them market themselves, show their brand, and get them out there. Because as soon as this interview is done, it's gonna be on YouTube, so you'll be able to just go to YouTube, share it to everybody in your contact list, get your views up, and put it on your page so the people that's not watching it at this particular moment will watch it and they'll get to know a different side of you,
I don't be
not
needing
just
all that. They don't got to know that part.
uh, well, they get to know a different side of the businesswoman that you are. How about that?
Well, I mean, I'm at the point where, like you are, I'm like, I'm stable. You know what I mean? As far as business, whether I work at home, out of the home, however you look at it, like I'm at the point where it's like, listen, if I'm gonna help somebody, I'm gonna help you. Like I don't need the credit or nothing. Like about a week or two, I had a sit down business meeting with a friend of mine. I just met her at my job, and like when you see potential in somebody, I'm on it. My thing is, how to cook. Push that. Fuck what everybody else got to say. Like, push that. Like, that was my thing with her. I told her, I was like, push it, push it. And I'll be at work, and I'm like, yo, I got a name for you. I'm like, I got a name for your business. She was like, what? I was like, Sybil Caribbean Cuisine. She was like, what? I'm like, yo, put your name in there. I said, because you got to understand. I said, you ain't going to just make Haitian food. I said, you going to try to mix it up, And that was my thing with her. And so like now, she just started maybe about a week or two ago. She's selling out like it's no tomorrow. And I brought this to her about 2-3 months ago. I said, see, all you had to do was actually believe in yourself. I said, it ain't about what everybody else got to say. My thing is, me personally, all I need is one person to be like, I believe in you. And I got my kids that do that. They be like, Ma, you got this. Cool. I got them. Everything else is, I can care less about what everybody else got to say. I'm going to do what I need to do because at the end of the day, I got their mouths to feed and my own. So I'm just like, if I can help anybody that wants to be helped and I can see the potential and without the extracurricular, I don't need to be part of that scheming thing. Oh, I'm going to do that. Nah, I'm not. I ain't got, I look too good to be sitting on Fed time. So I'm not with that.
You probably look better with your mugshot.
I'm gonna be in there talking about like, oh, I'm gonna be taking all different positions. No, nah, I don't want to
um,
do all that. I'm just saying, like, that's where I'm at with it. So right now,
I mean, some of the
she
best.
lives up
I ain't gonna
here.
lie. Some of the best inventors, some of the best creators that I've ever been around, are actually incarcerated. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie.
Right,
Like, them just having the time. It's not about the investment. It's just having the time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
when you in the free world and you like moving and you're doing different things and like you
You don't have
generally
the
don't
time.
generally don't make the time. Not that you don't have
Right,
it, right? It's 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. So it's like you don't make the time to invest in yourself. But when you sitting there or whatever, and you
yeah, nothing to
actually,
do.
yeah, it's nothing to do. So it's like now it's like, oh boy, I might as well just show that I can actually do portraits. You know what I'm saying? Have a person really,
Right,
it's art to life. You know what I'm saying? And it's art and everything.
right,
Like even with your baskets, it's something as small as soap that you bring into art. And not
right.
only does not only does it make a person smell good, but it makes a person feel good, to smell good, to look good.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? To be
And
able to
that's what I
present
bring.
themselves from that particular place. This is and whether you notice or not, I'm pretty sure that you would agree with it. But it'll stop a person from being bullied, right? Being bullied is one of the many ways that people commit suicide because they don't know how to deal with it,
Right.
right? So
People don't
now
know how to
they
cope with it.
yeah, now they got this cocoa butter mango soap or whatever it is, right? They all just smelling all good. Now it builds the self esteem
Yep.
for a woman that's shy or a man that's shy. Now they going to they got a certain level of confidence where they can go speak to other people, shake
Yep.
hands and different things of that nature. So that's imperative, and you know what I'm saying. I applaud you for that. Um,
Thank you. Thank you.
I
That's
I
what it's
I
called, warriors. Because it's
I,
all for the royal people.
all right. I appreciate it because I don't want to be around no stink motherfuckers all day. You feel me? Like
Neither do
you
I.
like,
Neither do I. Trust me. We don't know. That's why I got certain things for the guys and I got certain things for the women, and that's basically how I do everything. So like now, like I said, now you try to, right now, once I move, like I said, I'm still gonna push the baskets, I'm still gonna push my daughter's stuff, but I also want to transition into being I want to do domestic violence group because with this whole corona shit and all this pandemic going on, a lot of people know that DV, that percentage went up just as high as the damn crime did. So I'm at a point where it's like Sometimes people need that outlet.
Have you ever been a victim of domestic violence?
I'm a survivor of it, honey.
Oh, so you on some Destiny Child shit? You a survivor?
I don't need to be on their shit. I'm on my shit.
Now I'm not. I'm not. It was a song that they made. That you know what I'm saying?
I know. Yes. Like I try to tell
um,
people, if you know my story and people know what I actually been through and what I've overcome two, 3 times, they be like, yeah, I do business with her any day. Just because I'm not a person that's over, I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit for nobody. I done started from scratch twice, with no help, with nobody, just me and my kids, looking at their face.
what advice would you give to women that endure domestic violence?
Listen, this shit is not gonna change. That's like the number one thing that I offer to every damn woman that I've met, that I deal with even to this day. This shit don't change. As much as we want it to change, it took for me to almost lose my life for me to realize that. And my thing is this now. If he hit your ass once, listen, please get the fuck out, because the next hit might be your last hit. That's basically how I look at it. I don't care how much he love you, how much, now I'm starting to realize the women that I do conversate with, everybody's excuses. Oh, I don't want to start all over. Oh, we've been together so long, I don't want to be lonely. And it's like, damn, you were brought in this world by your damn self. What's the problem now? And at a certain point, yeah, that was me. But I'm like, it took, like I said, it took for me to almost lose my life and be out of my kid's life, because I want to think I can change a person, and you can't change a person that don't want to be changed. You can't help a person that doesn't want to be helped. So that's why, some people can't talk to their family, because you tell one family member, the whole damn family know now. People don't know who to trust. There's really no outlet for anyone. And when I move, that's what I want to be. I want to be that outlet for people, where it's like, what's said here is going to stay here, because you don't know what other people are going through. You really just don't. And these guys end up with these damaged women, and they want to be, they just prey on that whole situation, or vice versa, because that shit don't only apply to women being in DV, it also apply to men. I know some women that will put hands and feet on a guy, and I'm at the point where it's like, shit, it's too much shit going on out here to be beating on one another.
Mm, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking, because a lot of things come into play with me. When um when I listen to this, right? Like I got stitches in my head right here. You can't really see them or whatever, but
Right.
um, my mom was dating a dude that was the coolest dude in the world, and then this pandemic, but it was a
Mm-hmm.
pandemic for him because when he was able to work and move around, he was the funnest person to be around or
Right.
whatever. And
Right.
he had broke his leg and he was waiting for this lawsuit money and he couldn't really move around and do things that he wanted to do or whatnot. And he ended up being one of those guys or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I remember one time like he was hitting her. I was like 14, 13 years old and he hit my mom's and I was sleeping. My mom had just she allowed us to throw house parties like kid and play type of thing or whatever. And we was charging people to get in or whatever. And he thought that she kept the money or whatever. I don't know. He might have wanted to get high. I don't know what the story was, but he was looking for some money to do whatever he wanted to do with it. And she was like, "Y'all split it amongst the kids, whatever." Now, me hearing them going back and forth is what woke me up. And I remember her saying, get off of me," and I runs back there and I grab him or whatever. And now me and him tussling. He hit me in the head with a can or whatever. And um, it was so crazy because I walked out the house. I got blood coming down my face, and I was just standing there on the corner of my block, and I'm standing there with this blood coming down my face. And we go to the we go to the hospital. I get the stitches, whatever, whatever. I come home, and I remember her like literally begging him to apologize to me. Like literally, yo, you gotta apologize to him. Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, nah, I'm not apologizing to him. And she's like begging him, and I'm like, when he apologized, it's not gonna mean as much as if he would have just did
Right.
it.
Yeah.
So in certain ways, I felt like she chose him over me because she stayed.
She stayed, right. And
You
like I
feel me?
said, I made some mistakes. Like I
And,
said, I put myself in a bad situation and not really realizing I put my kids at risk also. You know what I mean?
exactly.
And those are the things that us women, me being one of them, like I said, at this point, I'm not ashamed to talk about my damn story. It is what the fuck it is. But what people need to understand is I talk about my story because my story can help the next person. You
Right.
know, my actions is letting people know, even through all the ass whoopings, my business still was going. I still was working. My kids are still good. My kids all graduated from school. You know, through all the trials and tribulations, whether I wear it on my sleeve or whether I wear it on my face, you'll never know what I went through unless I told you. And see, I'm me myself. Like I said, any woman that's dealing with this, male, female, trans, it doesn't even fucking matter at this point. Once that one strike hit that ass, leave that ass. Like leave it. Leave that whole situation because what's gonna happen is it's gonna continue and you know it's gonna make you a real angry person. And when it makes you angry, you're not gonna be able to love anyone else because now you don't know who to trust
That
because
don't
you put your trust in the wrong person.
want that depend though, because I was in a relationship where I got my ass whipped as tough as I might look. You know what I'm saying? I was getting my ass whipped on a regular. You feel me? Like this girl was beating me up, and it was funny to me. Like it's funny to me now or whatever, right?
Right,
It's funny to me now because like I have five sisters. Like I have
right,
a mother, right? I was raised by my
right,
mother. I was raised by my grandmother. I was raised with my sisters, right?
right,
And like this girl was whooping my ass. You know what I'm saying? She was whooping me out, right? And I always had this. I always had this rule, right? These two rules. One is um, if you my girl, right, and you put your hands on me or whatever, I'm gonna look at it like a love tap. I'm not gonna take it as
right.
offensive as if it was like someone in the street or whatever.
Exactly.
But the second one is like don't become an ex and act like you're gonna do what you was doing in the relationship because I no longer have that attachment, so I don't have the regard the same anymore for you or whatever. And I
Right.
remember the day. I remember the day that we broke up, man. She swung a frying pan at me, man. I weaved that joint. I ain't proud of it. You know what I'm saying? But I ended up,
She was trying to knock your head off. What you thought was
yeah.
gonna happen?
I ended up hitting her for the first time or whatever, man. But I thank God that um I haven't encountered this situation in my whole life that has made me bitter, angry, or like most people. Yeah, I remember when I was in prison, my mom came to visit me one time, and like the COs was like, she said my last name, whatever it is, but she was like, she said my last name, she sounded in, and he said, and the officer told like, yo, yeah, you know the kid, he's always running around smiling, like,
Right. But
and
see,
like them saying that, they like my mom knew who they was talking about, like, hey, that's my boy, like I've been like this my whole life. I've never encountered anything in my life that has made me angry or miserable or what I'm saying, lash out in any kind of way. I accept the bad with the good. Like that's just what it is. And
well, not me.
I always try to find the good in a person. Like I don't, because I never want to be the kind of person that can't just let go and move forward. You feel me? Like I would rather live. You feel me? Than to allow something to stagnate me in any kind of way. I would rather I would rather love a person even if it's from a distance than to hate a person and give them that kind of control over me or whatever. Like
Well, see,
that's a
I don't date anybody anymore. Like I used, as a lot of my friends is crazy because since I put back on my page, a lot of people that I grew up with, and some will crack jokes and be like, "Yo, you was mad mean when you was little. You was a bully. You was doing this," and I'd be like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me! Like I couldn't have been that fucked up." you know. And like I try to tell people, y'all don't know my story behind why I was the way that I was. Like you just said, you never had that feeling where it made you bitter, made you angry. A whole lot of shit I went through made me angry. For a person to lose their mom when they were 6, that's a lot of anger. It's a lot. And even to now, it's to me, it's like now it still bothers me because it's been 30 plus years, but the shit still bothers me because my kids don't know her. And now I don't, I'm like, it is what it is. So I just look, I wouldn't hate you. I just wouldn't deal with you. And the people that I do deal with, they know they got a loyal person in me. But if I don't fuck with you, they know. I'm gonna let you know I
loyalty is
don't
based
fuck with you.
loyalty is based on perception though.
Listen, I'm a rider with all my peoples. Anybody that know me know I'm a ride out with you, regardless on good, bad, right, wrong. I'm there because that's just who I am. If I'm gonna be able to help somebody, they know I help you. I done had a bunch of motherfuckers live with me
But
before just
but
to help other people.
what I'm saying to you is that loyalty is based on perception because it's tangible, right? Like so, um, let's say your ideology of loyalty is different from
Right.
mine,
It's
right?
not from
So
everybody
so
else's. Right.
right, so when you do something that I wouldn't do, it automatically makes me look at you as disloyal, right? But you're loyal
Right.
to according to your standard, right? You you
This
you
is why
you
I
did what
always
you would
tell
do.
people you gotta be on my level. You gotta be on my level. This is why I'm the way that I am. And people know me or read anything about, they know you gotta be on my level. My type of time. We gotta have a lot of similarities. If we don't really have too much in common, listen, I'm all right. Like people outgrow people. I'm one of those
Some,
people. I outgrow
somebody
people in a heartbeat.
somebody wanna know. Somebody just asked. What is your sign?
What is my sign? I'm a Leo.
Oh, oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, my birthday is like in the next week or two, something like that, somewhere in that ballpark. The person that
Oh,
asks what sign I am, tell them, they could send me a gift card if they like,
yeah,
or they
they're
could
gonna get
purchase from either business.
they're gonna get the opportunity to get all your information. Towards the
Okay,
end of the show, I'll let you give up every way that people can reach you. To do business with you. I'm gonna let you shout out your whole team, everybody that you know,
my favorite.
everybody. You know what I'm saying? The kids. You know what I'm saying? The whole family. I'm gonna give you that opportunity or whatnot. Um, somebody else, somebody else is asking, are you single?
Oh, wow. That's not business. That's personal. Tell them we talking business.
You on the radio station? You know it's not like it's gonna be on YouTube. Like
Oh Lord, does it really make a difference?
it's we're gonna say it's complicated, right?
There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a bunch of entanglement going on around here.
um. Okay. You answered two
But you know
questions.
what's crazy?
Y'all can
It's
keep the
funny.
questions rolling in though.
But no, it's funny how somebody asked that because I have people that's interested in me, and like I tell everybody and anybody that does know me, like everything in my life is straight, but my love life, and I guess that's because they somebody has told me I got flight tendencies, and my thing is it ain't that I'm quick to leave your ass. I just don't got time for the bullshit. I got a lot of shit I'm doing. I work outside the house. I got these two businesses. It's about to be a third business. And I'm trying to build my own dynasty over here. So I don't have time for the distractions and all the extracurricular. For me, I just don't got it.
Okay. Okay.
And I ain't got time to build a bro. I ain't got time to build a bro. Mm-mm.
Okay. You speaking your what's her name? Hey Michelle, can't raise a man.
Oh no, I ain't. No, 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 no. Fuck that. I ain't got time to build a bro. That means I don't mind helping. We do what we do, but all that extra, like, I ain't got time for your handout. No, mm-mm. I'm good. They can have that.
All right. Well, I want to ask you something.
Oh Jesus, take the wheel. Let me hear this.
Can you cook? No, I'm joking. oh, oh
Listen,
man.
that's one thing I can do. So stop your shit.
Now I'm just listen, man. I just asked because everybody say that they good at something, right? Like,
Right,
all right,
right.
cool. So now, but my
I'm good at
question
talking
seriously,
shit.
yeah, I mean, you're a Leo, it's natural. So,
Right.
but my real serious question is, um,
Okay.
what do you consider to be a successful relationship, and what does it take to maintain it?
For me, I'm big on consistency. I'm big on compromising and understanding both parts. You know, that's basically my whole thing because yeah, you need trust, you need love, you need all listen. That shit comes with it. Those are just words. Like I'm a person, I'm big on consistency. Anybody that's ever dated me or want to date me, like these are the things like I need consistency. If I don't get consistency, listen, I'm gonna leave your ass the fuck alone. You know, people gotta compromise. Like you compromise to make things happen. You compromise to make shit work. If you want something to work, you're gonna do your best to make sure it's gonna work. Not everybody will, but I'm just saying in general, like you need understanding from both parts. You need compromise and you need consistency. You can't be in a relationship with anyone and feel, my thing is I'm old school. Without the texting, how else would you conversate with me? You'll call me. And without the FaceTiming and video shit, how the fuck would you see me? You'll come knock on my door or I come knock on your door. That's what it is. And see, this technology got everybody fucked up because I'm not gonna be in nobody texting relationship. I'm not gonna be in no video relationship. Like I'm supposed to be in a relationship with a human being. And if you're gonna conduct me as technology, then I'm good.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. You said Jesus take the wheel. I want to know this. Um, why? How do you feel about marriages not lasting as long as they did when our grandparents was um getting married?
Let's see. Well, I've been married twice.
Oh, so you
My
perfect for
first
answering
one,
this question.
my first one, he cheated. He was younger than me. Um, our situation was like he was getting money, I was getting money. So, it was our foundation wasn't based off of real love. It was based off of financial stability on both sides. He had a crib, I had a crib. I had two cars, I gave him a car. It was financially where we were great with each other, and my second one, it didn't last because it was insecurities, no trust, hand problems, things like that. So, I mean, now with this generation, like I was just saying, like we got social media now. We got a bunch of he say, she say, and I say, and we say. It's not real no more. I'm starting to really realize a lot of friends that I know that are married. I asked them why they're married, And a lot of them are really just with people that help pay a bill, or they just with them because they don't want to be lonely. And it's like, damn, that's the reason why you with people. If that's the reason why you want to be with somebody, you got this marriage shit all screwed up. So this is why things don't, or more so there's cheating in the marriage. Oh, I'm still be married, but I'm still going to go do me. What's the purpose of staying in a marriage? But that's where, the stability come in play. Or I don't want to pay this rent by myself. Or I don't want to pay this car note by myself. People who's in it for a lot of different reasons. I'm just starting to realize love is just a 4-letter word and not an action. So that's how I look at it. Like I
Is
said, it could
love
be different for other people, but
is
it's
love really an
whatever.
action though, or an
A person
emotion?
got to show me they care. And see what I mean by showing me, I don't mean financially. I don't need nobody financially. I'm set. I'm all right. I'm okay.
Yeah, you're a Gerber
Like I
baby.
said,
You got the Gerber. You got the Gerber. You got the Gerber money just coming out.
I don't need no guy financially. And that's what the guys, like I was saying earlier in the interview, guys prey on girls and that been in fucked up situations. So like now, whether people hear this video or not, or thinking you gonna prey on me because of what I went through in my past, honey, you're not. Because I see through the bullshit, I understand the bullshit, I read the bullshit. And it's like, but then I had a conversation with somebody not too long ago, and I was like, I remember about 10, 15 years ago, I knew guys that wanted women that was independent, that had their own everything, that wanted all these different things. And I'm like, well, what the fuck happened to that? Because now it's like guys are preying on women that they feel needs them. And what people feel to understand, preying on a woman that needs you, listen, you don't come home with that fucking check and that bitch want that check. That's where the DV start.
Um, ain't that similar to to these gold diggers though? Like, um,
That goes for a lot of people. That goes for a lot of
okay,
people.
I was just
You
asking, man.
know,
I'm just asking.
no,
I'm
I
asking.
know, but that just goes for a lot of people. And it's like people thinking, okay, I'm with this person. I just landed. Like I try to tell people, dealing with me, messing with me, claiming me, I'm claiming you, however the hell anybody want to pencil that shit in. My thing is this. I'm not a one in a million. I'm a once in a lifetime. You fuck up once, you don't get another chance. Because I'm not your ordinary person. I'm not every day. You don't find a person like me every day. You don't hear about my story every day. You just don't. You don't. The things I've been through and the things that I'm doing now, you don't find it all the time.
What
So
is
that's why I'm the way that
so?
I am.
Is it a difference between? I'm gonna let you ask me some questions as well, right? But I want to know this. Is it a difference between? Why you start smiling when I said that? Is it
I'm
difference?
laughing because you always got some funny shit to say. So I want
No,
to hear this. I
this
gotta
is
hear this.
serious. This is serious business, man. I'm dead
Okay.
serious right now. I'm dead
Okay.
serious right now, right? Is it a difference between love, having love, and unconditional love?
Let's. Is that? Are you asking me that as from my opinion or from everybody else's point of view?
How could you give me somebody else's point of view, man? You the only
Listen, give
one
me
I'm
a fucking
interviewing.
name. I ain't got to listen because I'm over here and I can represent a whole lot of people.
Nah, look,
I can represent a lot of people.
I don't want you to represent me because you're a businesswoman, not a lawyer. Represent yourself and answer the question, all right?
You be
Answer the
amazed. You be amazed
nah.
at what
I
field
want
I'm in. You be
I want to
amazed.
I want to hear your opinion. I want you to tell me
Is there a
uh
difference between all of those? I mean,
yeah,
unconditional for me is you can still love a person. That doesn't mean you have to be with them. You're gonna continuously worry about them, wonder if they're doing good. They're always going to be a thought. They're always going to be in your mind where it's like, I wonder how this person is doing. I wonder how their life turns out. You're going to always have that when you have that unconditional love for a person. As for me, as I'm saying, you know, being in love or loving somebody, I mean, That shit could turn off just as fast as the light. You know, you can love somebody for the moment. They do something wrong, you don't fuck with them no more. Was it really love, or was that you were just saying it for the moment?
And I mean, that's why I asked about this unconditional love thing because I'm listening to you say like, "Yo, stop fucking with a person," and all this stuff. Like, and I just felt like, you know, is that kind of what's missing in all of these different situations or whatever. The unconditional part because I just was sharing with somebody earlier, like, yo, um, your relationship is your baby, right? Like when you're in a relationship, you got to treat your
Right.
relationship like it's your baby,
Of
and
course.
generally when you have a baby, you want to give a baby rocks to eat, so you can't give your relationship rocks. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Um, and I the unconditional part is somebody asked I got a friend. His name is T Paris or whatever. He has a lot of great questions. Um, he asked a question earlier. I answered it. Then um, he said, if a person cheats, do you always believe that they're gonna cheat again? Me, I'm like this. I've been cheated on. I've also cheated, right?
Of course.
Um, but I don't run around judging people by something that I say that I forgave them for, right? Like I try to move forward from it because maybe it's just that I ain't never have a broken heart, right? Because I really come into situations with an expectation to get hurt. It's impossible for a person. Let's say I dealt with you. It's impossible for me to come to you and say, "Listen, bro, I promise I won't hurt you." Because even if I had good intentions, my good intentions are just good intentions, right? And good intentions are
Right.
misappropriated. They are misappropriated and they are misconstrued often. So now you'll be hurt because my intentions are good, but you just misunderstood the good intent. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more so for me. I just asked about the unconditional love part because I'm starting to see more and more that the unconditional is what's missing, right? Like I it's not, it can't be a situation where it's like I'm gonna fuck with you until you do this, that, and the third. That's not unconditional or whatever. Because that means that you expecting me to mess up, but there's no coming back from the mess up. They texting you crazy, you lit. Somebody love
No,
you, girl. Yeah, they love you, girl. Check you out. And then you said you represent all kind of people and all this stuff. So you
right.
got your scarf on, so you like Miss Cleo right now. You about to tell everybody what's
Listen,
going on. You ain't got your little crystal
listen.
water.
Let me tell you, I represent a lot of people. I talk things that people be scared to talk or scared to say or however the hell they want to word it. I'm just straight up about a lot of things. So that's how it is with me.
Hmm? He don't start working till like 9. He would have charged you $10 though. Um, is there anything you want to ask me?
What made you start this whole radio for the platform for other people to help our kind of people? Or was there
I
other
mean,
things that was, you know, in mind when you started it?
I my sister has her own radio station,
Okay.
and I was on her radio station, and she pretty much, it was like I got on the radio station, and I don't want you act like I'm gonna steal this little shit. You're not even tough. Shut up, man. I'm gonna buy it in a minute. I'm gonna buy it from you in a minute. I'm doing my radio station. Pardon me. So this ain't about hip hop. This about the culture. You know what I'm saying? So I pretty much kind of took over her radio station or whatever. And it's funny because generally I tell jokes so much. So yeah, have a Pepsi. You look thirsty, thirsty ass. Don't touch the ice though. Um.
You give somebody some hot ass Pepsi, no good.
So she pretty much allowed me to take over her radio station. And when I took over her radio station, a lot of people that know me know that I tell jokes like I tell so much jokes that my supervisor one day told me, he said, I don't pay you because you work hard or whatever. Right? He said, not to say that you don't. He said, I pay you because you keep the day going. Like I wake up, tell jokes. I go to sleep telling jokes. This is just me. Right? I live for the adventure. So um most people that didn't know that I was as intelligent as I am based on only getting to see me tell jokes, they automatically assume something about me. And
I could
the
tell something
radio
wrong with
bit,
you already. You just as crazy as I am. So I could tell that just by fucking looking at you and hearing you. What the hell? That's not hard.
damn, son, that's crazy. You could tell that by looking at me.
Right.
Yo, oh man, I gotta switch my look.
Yeah, you gotta flip some shit. Throw some braids on, put on a lace front or some shit. Switch that
I
shit the
lace
fuck
front.
up.
Come on now. Listen, that's for people with low self esteem, man. I'm beautiful, man.
I know I see the
Like
little
really.
dimples on the side when you smile.
No,
Oh,
no, 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 sweetheart. Big dimples, big dimples. All right.
okay.
But I really my radio station is more to keep people informed because like information is not information until you actually start giving it out or whatever.
Right.
And anybody in this world can act like they know something or whatever. But the difference is when you actually have the opportunity to show that you know it. You get, you know what I'm saying? Like you put yourself in a particular place to help somebody else.
Okay. That's a good thing.
And I don't know, I'm just for the people. Like that's me. Like I'm really for the people. I don't say that lightly. Like I'm one of those people that's for the people, and I want people to know that they got somebody that's gonna speak up for them. You know what I'm saying? For us
Right.
as a people or whatever.
Okay.
Um, generally, I'm not I'm not an activist of no sort or whatever. I won't even make a person think that I was. I'm not an activist or whatever. I'm more of a facilitator. Um, and um, like I said, I always want to give the information out. I always want a person to be able to get something that they never thought possible to receive.
Okay. Oh, okay. Mister for the people.
I mean, it's real, right? So, like,
Listen, I'm with
I
you.
look.
I
Let
am
me.
with you.
How old do you think I am?
Like 11 teen. I don't know.
Good. Good answer. So, right, it don't even matter my age, but I
Did you get the message like I did, or you didn't get it?
which message?
We gotta wrap it up.
Uh, um, I generally I look at situations like this, right, and I say, um, I look at situations and I say, at what point do we as a people sit there and actually help each other, right? I know for me, I chose the wrong OGs to idolize. So now my particular standpoint is to actually give people something that's real, something that's raw, that's uncut, hasn't been tampered with, Anything that's secondhand is automatically tampered with or
Of
whatever. You know what
course.
I'm saying? If it's not first hand information, it's tampered with. So what up, champ? Everything good? Got $5 on the game. And that's just what it is for me.
Okay. Hmm. All right. Let's see. Now that was kind of like basically my main question for you, because you found me. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, basically you can contact if you want to purchase anything or know more about our products, you can hit us up on Royal Baskets on Facebook or Cotton's Glow on Facebook. Or we also have Instagram. You can look us up on it's Royal Kia. So if you're interested or trying to know anything more about our products, you can definitely hit me up, hit my daughter up. We will gladly serve you. And if you are local, we do delivery. So understand we have whipped shea butter, cocoa butter, mango butter. We also have soap, shower gels for male and female. We do nice, pretty baskets. So whenever you're interested, you just let me know. Find us on Facebook, find us on Instagram, and we will gladly serve you. Enjoy your night. Later.